All right. 3, 2. Hey everyone. Thanks for clicking on this video and welcome back to Free2Podcast with your hosts, myself, Fayetalis, SkojSkull, and Jitsu.
Yo.
How's it going today, guys?
It's going well. You?
Pretty good.
Hello.
It's good.
Brian, Bry
Solid.
Guy, how you doing?
Bry Guy.
How you doing, Bry Guy? Dude, I see that you have your galaxy light on as well. I have mine on today.
Nice.
Yeah. I see you have the green stars setting turned on as well. I like that one.
Yeah. Thanks. I like it because you can see it on like the closet doors a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
I definitely see that.
That's cool aesthetic, you know? That's the aesthetic that I'm going for.
Yeah, me too. I respect it.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Phil, you got to get in on you got to get a galaxy projector.
I want to.
That's your next investment.
You guys need to send me links. I don't know.
I always tell you I'm going to send you a link.
I need it.
I'm not going to send you a link. You know, I always say I'm going to send you.
He'll send you a link to like a compilation of commercials from the 2000s.
Oh, did you watch that? Dude, I always have it playing in the background.
Do you just like love nostalgic things?
I feel like as I'm getting older, it's starting to connect more.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe I'm just like miserable. Like,
Yeah.
It's really sad to say, but it's kind of funny. It's like maybe I'm just getting more and more miserable, and I'm just like trying to cling on to the good times. Damn.
I mean, maybe.
It's crazy.
That was deep.
How things are going right now. Paramount is getting their own what is it called? Streaming service now too. So they're doing their own thing.
Oh my god.
So it's just like TV's just dying.
Yeah, everybody's getting their streaming services.
Yeah, pretty much only commercials now are in like some streaming platforms or YouTube, and or like when people get what is it called?
Subscriptions?
Not subscriptions, but like YouTubers or even like people that do stuff on social media, they get people to promote their stuff.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Sorry. Yeah. I know what you mean. I can't think of the word.
So that's
promoters
like,
or I don't know.
Yeah, so that's like all I see now in terms of like advertising content. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have cable. I don't know if you guys have cable, but I have cable. And the only reason I have it, I used to use YouTube TV, which I loved. I love YouTube TV.
Mm-hmm.
But when I moved from my apartment to my house, I called Spectrum as our main provider here where I live. It's like really nothing else. So I called them to change my address. And of course, you know, they have to sit there and try to upsell you like another bundle or something. The dude, like, he literally said, I'm not letting you off the phone until you sign up for one of these like new bundles and deals. He's like, you're literally going to be getting, like, if you upgrade to this bundle, you're literally going to get cable for like $10 more than what you're paying for the ultra speed internet. So he's like, you're going to get cable free for 3 months, and if you don't want it, you can cancel it after 3 months, and then after that your bill's only going to go up $10. So I was like,
so they get you.
okay, fine, do it, but also please change my fucking address. So he did, and yeah, I've had cable ever since. But I don't know, I maybe I'm an old soul, but I like to have cable on because I like to just I have to have something on all the time when I'm in the house. Well, this goes into my next question for you guys, but when I get up, I have to turn the TV on because I have to have something on. So like, I don't really like the commercials and stuff don't really bother me because it's like white noise for me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, ever since everyone's been getting these streaming channels like Discovery Plus and whatever, they like don't show anything on regular cable anymore because they want you to get the streaming service. So there's like literally nothing on.
It's really interesting because like now I don't put anything on
except Golden Girls.
But like I don't really put anything on the TV just to watch things anymore. Like it's mostly just like scrolling on social media or something like that now for me. Like usually just put on National Geographic and just have that in the background while you're doing other things in the house. But now it's not that anymore.
Yeah, I'm still like that. I put on like I watch HGTV a lot because I like to see home improvement stuff.
Yes.
And I also watch like TLC. You guys know I love TLC. It's like the trashiest channel known to man, but I love trash TV. What can I tell
Nothing
you?
better than
New
trash
episodes
TV,
on
dude.
tonight.
I love it.
Nothing better, dude.
I live
love
for
it. Yeah. But yeah. So I have a question for you guys. I was thinking about this the other day and I thought it would be fun to ask you guys on the podcast. Do you guys have like a morning routine, something that you do day in and day out to kind of get yourself ready for the day? Or do you just kind of like wake up and just do whatever you need to do? Like I have a morning routine. My morning routine is get up. My cats wake me up 5 a.m. Feed them. I go back to bed. They wake me up again at about 8 o'clock. So I get up. About 8:30. So I get up, feed the cats again, clean their litter boxes. But before all this, I turn the TV on, so I have some background noise. So I turn the TV on, clean the litter boxes, feed the cats, take my medicine, and then I can't eat for 30 minutes after I take my medicine. So I literally just have to like sit and wait, and sometimes I'm so fucking hungry that like it's really hard. But like, dude, it's the worst. So like I'll play with my cats or something for like 30 minutes, or like I'll watch TV, or I'll watch like or listen to a podcast or whatever. Then I'll take my medicine, make my coffee immediately after, because I cannot function until I have my first cup of coffee. Like, it's so weird. The second I take a sip of coffee, I'm like ready. I'm ready for the day. But until that moment, don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I have to write that down. Don't message Faye at a specific time.
No. Yep. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't message me in Discord.
Dude, are you not much of a morning person then?
No, I'm really not.
I
never
mornings.
was until I got cats. Yeah. Do your dogs get you up? Why don't you tell us about your morning?
All right. So
Let's hear it.
So I have a day job, a 9 to 5, a Monday to Friday. You know, the average day working man. But my I don't work 9 to 5. I work 6 to 3, and I don't know how I used to do it, but in COVID times now, so I work remotely, and I struggle to make it on time to work. So it's literally me getting out of bed, and I'm like, my eyes are red, like bloodshot, and I'm just like panicking because it's like 1 minute after, and I'm like running into my office just to clock in, and then the moment I clock in, you know, then I like settle down. But I've literally for like my entire life have never slowly gone out of bed. I always jump out, and then like
Really?
yeah, I literally just jump out. It scares Yoshi and Chloe all the time, my dogs, because they sleep in bed with me. Like Yoshi gets pissed, you know, he's a cranky old guy. But I do that because I have
like the only way you can get ready for the day?
I have like 6 alarms that I have set for the morning, and then I have my alarm on my watch. But I just have a really hard time waking up. So I have like 30 different alarms, and I snooze them all. But yeah, I always panic because I'm always late to work. I work from home. How do you get late when you work from home? So that it like amazes me how I made it on time in the pre-COVID time. Like
commuting, yeah, not to your like bedroom or office. Sorry, but maybe it's just like because you're in that mindset, like you don't have to get in the car and drive, so like you feel like you have a little bit more. It's just time management. That goddamn time management always coming back.
I suck at it.
Us.
But I always clock in, and then I do Vietnamese iced coffee for my coffee of choice. So
okay, you'll have to tell me about that in a minute.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to go into more detail, and hopefully I can convince more people to start drinking it, because it's changed my life. But it takes me, so I drink coffee, and then I actually do like more of a intermittent fasting style of, like, for my daily source of like eating. So like I actually don't eat until like 1 o'clock. So I just drink coffee throughout the day, and then like for lunch I'll eat like apples or something. I don't know. No, eat a Lunchable, I guess.
Okay.
Just kidding. A kid's cuisine.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know?
Lunchables are
just
sick.
Pop one in the microwave.
Go-gurt.
The lean cuisine, just
Got
like
a frozen
just,
go-gurt.
get a snack pack going, you know, and then back to work. But
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's the weekends I that's where I really catch up on all my sleep, because like with working a full-time job, and then like, you know, I try to go to the gym afterwards, and then I stream after that till about like, you know, 12 o'clock. Okay. Then it's like, for me, it takes a while for me to decompress after streaming, because I like, for my style of streams, I'm very very immersed. All right, like I really like put myself in the game, so like it takes a lot of energy. But I normally like take my medicine about an hour before I end my stream, and then hopefully it kicks in. But I about go to bed around like 2 in the morning, and then start my day over with my stupid job being late.
Oh man, that must be tough getting up for a 9 to 5 and going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's. Do you feel like you get enough sleep or no? Or do you not really?
I always
feel
make
it?
the joke, like, so I'm half Vietnamese, but I always say I look more Asian than usual because I'm always so tired. That's such a bad joke.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's offensive if you laugh. Don't laugh. Just kidding. But yeah, like I catch up on most of my sleep on the weekends. And then, like, I have the love sack, so sometimes during my lunch, I'll just do a puppy pile with my 2 dogs on the love sack. Mm-hmm. So they always, like, come in here around lunchtime, and they just lay on the love sack, because sometimes we nap together.
I always appreciate those snaps. I see them whenever I see those snaps. I'm like, this is adorable. Can I cuddle with you and your dogs? Yeah,
anytime.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Don't set yourself up for rejection, dude, because Brian rejected you the one time.
I know, but I thought this is like the next level down below that.
Remind me. How did I reject Phil?
You didn't want to kiss me on the cheek, or was it kiss me on the cheek, or was it kiss me on the lips? I think it was kiss me on the lips.
I think it was a lip kiss.
Yeah, I was just like that hurt. I still remember that. That's traumatized.
You gotta earn it. You think I kiss on the first date?
You have to earn it. If he's a good snuggler, maybe, right?
You know, I have my boundaries, and I have self-respect. You think I'm some kind of sloozy person? You know, just
sloozy. What does that mean?
Maybe it's a Utah term. Did you know that in Utah, I guess a very Utah term is slough? I'm sloughing class, like I'm ditching class. I'm sloughing. Did you not?
Sloughing, SLUFF.
Yeah.
Sloughing?
SLUFFING. Have you guys ever heard of that? Like,
no.
I'm sloughing seminary because like we have a like
Utah. Sorry. The ADD is kicking in real hard right now.
Utah. I used to get that anytime I'm in your chat, but now I get balloon boys or sup bry guy.
Boys, yeah.
Bry guy.
You're welcome. Phil, hit us with your morning routine, dude.
I have like 2 different morning routines because I work night shift.
Let's hear about it.
Oh goodness.
Hear about it.
So I'll start with the work. So it's just like I sleep during the day. So like right after work, I work from 1 a.m. till about 11:35.
Dude, I did not know you had that kind of lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. That's why whenever he gets snaps for me, it's I'm in my work uniform. I was wondering
because I would send him like late night snaps of my cats or something, and he would reply, "That's so cute," and he'd be like in a Amazon factory, and I'm like, is he at work?
Yeah, I was on during my break, so I would just reply when I can.
Nice.
And then
do you like that? Oh, continue.
Oh, sorry. What?
No, I was gonna ask if you like that shift, but continue with your morning routine.
But then after work, I would just go grab some food, so it'd be like a lunch kind of meal, and then get a shower, and then I would pass out for like 6-7 hours, and then wake up at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Just
Wow.
At night. Then I would kind of just either chill, relax, listen to music, write some scripts up, or just just chill and call or something. And then I would get to work at 1 o'clock again. So I only do that for like 3 days a week because I work part-time. And then Thursdays are my adjustment day, so I get home, I take a nap, and then I kind of function a little bit. And then I pass out for the entire night into Friday. And then Friday is my normal day, and then I kind of just wake up whenever I can, probably watch anime or something, grab some breakfast, and then kind of start my day slowly. I'm very like lazy in my mornings.
That's fine.
I mean, I feel like everyone's morning routine is going to be a little different because everyone's work day is different. So like, you know, your work day is it's way different than, you know, a lot of people. So I mean, you go to work at 1 a.m.
It's a lot of adjusting.
You actually like that?
Do you like that?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not really.
Dude, I used to work graveyards. I love it. I'm a night owl. Like, I would rather stay up late.
I can
and I feel like I'm more productive at night. But man, I hate
Same
working
here.
a regular
I get
like
more
9 to
shit
5.
done.
I would rather work during the night hours.
Yep. I'm the same. I don't function well in the morning. This is going to sound really stupid, but ever since I got cats, like my internal clock is totally different. I'm dead serious because like you guys, most of my energy, you know, is at nighttime, but now like no, I'm exhausted because my cats get me up, you know, 4 different times during the night, you know, for whatever reason. And I hope it's just they're getting older, like they're still kittens, kind of. So hopefully we'll get older and they'll like stop being so like crazy.
Are you a
Anyways.
light sleeper, Faye? Like, does
Yeah.
anything like wake you up really easily? Then, how about you, Phil?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm a light sleeper. I don't wake up easily. I can just pass out and everyone can do anything around the house. Like, I'm one of those people that could just easily sleep, pass out in the cars.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, if my house caught on fire, I probably would sleep through it. Honestly, it's really, really bad.
Really? Yeah, you're a deep sleeper then, huh?
Yeah.
Like I can fall asleep really easily and really fast, but I don't stay asleep for long. I was actually supposed to have a sleep study done because my doctor thought I was narcoleptic, and I never got like fully diagnosed with it because I had this weird like insurance problem. I was working at the pharmacy part-time, and I had part-time like insurance plan with them, and then I switched to full-time. So my health insurance was dropped until they could enroll me in the full-time health benefits. So like I wasn't eligible to have health insurance with the company for like 3 months, and in that 3-month period I was diagnosed with a bunch of shit, and I was supposed to have a narcolepsy sleep test done, and I couldn't because it would have been like, I don't know, thousands of dollars out of pocket, and I didn't have insurance. So I never never followed up with it.
Oh geez.
Probably should have, but I just never did because of that like really weird transition period. I was really upset because I made the appointment and everything, went there and gave him my insurance card because I'd assumed like my insurance was going to be the same because I was with the same company. I just went from part-time to full-time, but then that whole thing happened and they're like, oh yeah, your insurance, you're not covered anymore. And I was like, I was that guy who like fucking went to go get medicine or whatever and wasn't covered.
I hate that.
Oh man.
Have you guys ever had that awkward moment? Like, bro, I've had a basket full of groceries and my card got declined. So I'm just like, wait, I gotta go in my car and get something. And then I just run, dude. I just book it. And there's like at least $200 worth of stuff here. I'm just like, I am so embarrassed because they're gonna make me put it all back and everyone's gonna see me. This is so embarrassing, dude. So I was like, I think here, let me go in my car. I got my actual card I can use. I never come back.
Oh, they're gonna make me put it back.
Bro, it's like frozen stuff. And, it's embarrassing. I don't want to go grab the basket and put it all back. I'm sorry.
And then you meet him the next day. You're like, oh,
I'm sorry.
hi.
No, I don't ever go back. Like, I if I ever have an embarrassing moment at like a restaurant or anywhere, I refuse to go back because I just have a feeling they took a picture of my face and it's up on the wall somewhere and it says, "Look out for this guy."
Like that episode of The Office where Michael goes to get Chinese.
You ate so much.
He can't pay.
You ate so much. He's like, "Here's my watch. You can use as collateral." It's not even a good watch.
Oh my god!
Watch that episode again.
Try to be a good human being by being honest.
Excuse me. Right.
Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of sleeping, I know you guys don't sleep in the same room you stream, right?
No, not anymore. No.
Yeah. Has that like caused troubles for you guys sleeping at all?
In the past, it has. Yeah.
I've always had a separate office, but like I have my love sack, so it's like sometimes I'm so relaxed, I just like fall asleep in there instead of my actual bed, right? Like the moment the weighted blanket gets on, I got my humidifier going, my diffuser. It smells like maraschino cherries in here. It's great. Well, it's relaxing, and my dogs be laying on you. It's a good time.
Oh.
So I sometimes it's better than bed, you know?
Oh yeah, I feel that. I'm wondering because like I'm currently back at that point where I have the bed in the same room as streaming, and it like I do have a hard time falling asleep. Like it's actually like really hard. And for those of you that do stream, with in the same room that you're sleeping in, like you're not going crazy. It's literally just like your mind is still fixated on the whole like streaming like mode that you can barely fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean you could say the same thing about like, man, you're sleeping in the room and then you're streaming, right? So that's over half of your day is being sucked away by being in one room.
Near where
you know what I mean?
Work,
that is hard. Or like for me, like I use my computer, I use my office for my day job, and then I spend like the rest of the night streaming.
Oh yeah.
So like sometimes I just don't want to be in my office or be in the same space where I'm streaming. But yeah, I see where you're coming from, Phil. I mean, like trying to sleep when there's like your workspace right next to you. that's gotta be interesting.
It can be hard sometimes because like I have work that day and then I don't sleep at all, and then I have to go back to work and I'm just like, this is bad.
Yep.
But no, lately it's been easier, probably because I'm just exhausted all the time. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm
sure that has something to do with it.
You ever just drink a cup of warm milk to help you sleep, Phil? You know, it's like you're struggling.
No, I haven't thought about that. No.
I was talking about
I don't know.
things I grew up with, right? Because I'm like Mr. Nostalgic these days. Like I just have been reliving the past. But I was like talking about it with my community about like what are some old wives' tales that your family told you, like very like unique to your family that, or like for me at least, it's like Asian
like some kind of
old wives' tales that my mom used to tell me. Like my mom used to tell me every time I played with my chopsticks when I was eating, I was inviting the dead into the house, and that like scared the hell out of me. Hell yeah, dude. So I to this day I don't like I see my little brother drumming with the chopsticks, dude. I like slap the chopsticks right out of his hand. You're inviting the dead here, son. Don't.
Hell nah.
Stop.
That's a bad omen, son.
Or like my mom, like there's so we celebrate Lunar New Year's. My mom would used to get like she would go to the bank and get like $5 in coins, like those coin rolls, right? And then she would like have me wear my best, like the best clothes I have, and she would put the rolls of coins my pockets and tell me to jump up and down for 5 minutes straight. And she told me it's because it's going to help me get taller throughout the year, and we're going to be raining with money. So I was like this fat kid jumping up and down for 5 minutes straight. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of hustle. I think my mom was trolling, or she's like, "You getting a little heavy, son. You gotta lose some weight."
Dude. That's really intense.
Before we go further, I would probably lower your volume a little bit, Brian. I'm hearing myself a lot.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you're cool. Is that better?
Oh, goodness.
I'm trying.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ah! Yeah, it's better.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Oh, goodness.
I don't think my family had anything like that.
No.
That's pretty nuts. That's pretty gnarly. No, I mean, I was raised Christian Catholic, so my family's very traditional Italian, and very, my mom would just always be really strict with us when it was my brother and I, when it was like Lent, which is right now. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Lent, but this is when Jesus was in the desert, and he was fasting and all that.
Oh, okay.
For 40 days and 40 nights, and you can't have like meat on Fridays or something, which of course when I was a kid that really sucked, because I would hang out with my friends and they would want to go to get like tacos or something at a Mexican restaurant, and I just like couldn't eat anything. But nowadays I'm fine with it because I don't eat meat, so like on Fridays I'm always like texting my dad like, "Yo, these veggie burgers are looking real good," and he's just like, "Oh man, I can't do veggie burgers." He doesn't like veggie burgers, but
did he hit you with a couple of emojis back too,
face,
like a baseball? Can't do it.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He'll text like a pukey face or something.
That's amazing.
But no, we were just always really, Lent really sucked as a kid because you can't have snacks, you can't have candy and cookies. It's like just a straight month of like very strict eating and nothing else. So that always sucked. But it's whatever now. As an adult, it doesn't really, it's not as bad.
Just eat whatever. Every day is a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Do you guys usually have like meals prepped beforehand, or do you guys like make your own meals every night, or?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, I cook in bulk, and I don't go out and eat very often. I used to, but that was like a really bad habit, and that's where I gained a lot of weight, like when I was like in school and I started like a desk job. That's like I gained a ton of weight because I used to just go out and eat all the time. But the more you just like make your own portions and stuff at home. So I normally eat like salmon, broccoli, or like chicken.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Or like anything with like, we've been doing sweet potato lately, or like asparagus and stuff too. Just a lot of veggies. I've been.
That's good.
I don't really need to eat meat nearly as much anymore. I don't know. I don't eat already. Like I don't eat very much because like I'm so focused on other things. But when I do, it's like I don't need to eat much because I don't do any activity throughout the day.
Right. So you just don't build up as much of an appetite. And if you really do eat, a lot of vegetables and stuff like that, you are what you eat, So if you eat good things, you just feel better, and you don't, your stomach doesn't need to give you as much shit.
That's good. I'm just wondering because like I'm going to be moving out sometime this year, and I'm just like I'm just like curious about like what you guys do, because just like I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of meal prep. Like
your first month or two, like make a list of everything you bought at the grocery store, and then the next time you shop, look at if you still have those things that you bought from before. Like that way, every few months I actually need to restock on this, or like I know every time I grocery shop I need to be buying spinach or something, right? So like
Yeah, I'm
always
excited,
always
though.
make a
It's gonna be
list.
fun.
But yeah, it's really really fun, and I'll guarantee like the first couple of visits you go out and buy stuff, you'll be spending a lot more than you need to. But it's just like stuff you learn over time.
Yeah.
Like I used to go out and
Yeah.
I would just like be like I definitely need these pizza rolls, dude. And then like they're just stuck in the freezer for like 4 years. Just old pizza rolls. They're just hiding away.
4 years later, I remember when I bought these.
Just kidding. I
Yeah.
don't eat pizza rolls, but like you'll learn after some time. But I'm excited for you, bud. Just don't buy like
Yeah.
6 bunches of bananas. 'Cause they're gonna get rotten.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
don't
That's
get
true.
into the mindset like you're gonna food prep all the time. Because I tried to do food prep. I just tried to I went vegan. I was like, I'm gonna go vegan. I'm gonna start food prepping. That's a lot. Like food prep, they make it seem like it's so easy. You have all this food and sure, after some time it is, but that's a routine you got to get used to. Like every Sunday you got to spend the day food prepping for the
Yep.
week. So it's harder than it sounds, but if that's something that you really want to do, it is worth it. But it takes time to get used to getting to a routine of food prepping. And I did get into a routine of doing it, but you know me and routines, we don't really like each other. So
The thing that sucks about doing
don't do
that,
that
too
anymore.
is like you're now restricting yourself to eating the same thing for the entire week because you make so much of it. So I don't know. Like
Right.
for me, I like to eat something new every single time. Like I like to have new flavors. I'm a little bit fancy about it, you know? So like if you're just doing meal prep and you're just eating rice and chicken for like a week straight,
yeah.
it's really, really brutal. But I don't know.
And then you might
I'm like
spiral
trying
down,
to shift
I'm gonna
out
buy
of
chips and cheese.
eating to enjoy and just eat to survive. now that I'm getting older, I just
That's like a mindset though. That's a mood because
Yeah.
some people just eat to feel better and feel happy, which, is so relatable. So getting out of that mindset that food is rewarding, food is, for your mood, not your health, that's a whole mindset shift that takes time to get out of.
well, it's
So,
like I think
good on
for
you,
like the
dude.
older
Mhm.
generation, like my grandma, my mom for sure, I know they use food as an expression of love, right? Like you go to
Same
like
here with my
Thanksgiving
family,
and
yeah.
if you don't eat enough, like grandma makes you another plate of
Oh, yeah.
of fixins.
leftovers.
It's like a sign. It's
You're
like a
sent
show
home
of
with
insult,
bags of
right? Like she's
leftovers.
offended that I'm
Yeah.
not gonna eat more. So it's like an old way of
Same
thinking
with my
too.
family.
It's a big thing with food and everything. Is just like, what will people remember more? Will they remember like a gift, like let's say Pokemon cards, if you're really into Pokemon, or will they remember like the meal you get for that day, or like
Right.
like you go out randomly and you give them like you go out and get food. You remember that more. That's more like
Right. And it's a means to celebrate.
yeah.
So anytime, anyone from my family did something, oh, let's all go out to eat, celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if I tell my mom,
just
like my mom is very like she's now in a very good place in life where she can relax and find recipes to try and make, and she'll
Nice.
invite me to come over and eat it, and then she'll be like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "It's okay, I don't mind it." So then she'll make like a month's worth of it and send it home with me, and I'm stuck eating literally leftover spaghetti from my mom for like a month.
I love You're not a fan of spaghetti?
Okay, you want to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day?
Oh, 100%.
Could you do that?
100%. Oh, like I would. Yes.
I shouldn't
guys wanna
listen
know a
to you,
secret?
Phil, coming from a red apple, your red apple choice of eating. I don't know. I don't know if I should
Someone messaged me about
respect
that
your
the other
opinion,
day.
guys-
Someone messaged
you
me
guys
about
wanna
it
know
the
a
other day.
secret?
They were just like, Red Apple doesn't sound too bad. Sounds like a nice place to go out and eat and just eat food. I'm like, finally, someone that gets it. See, it's nice. Just go out and just be like, you know what? Red Apple buffet is like right around the corner. Do you want to just grab something? All you can eat.
That's
Just get food.
That's if you want to send your your biggest enemy out. You want to give them a bad case of diarrhea. You send them there. You're like, eat this sushi and pizza and spaghetti. Because we do Japanese, Chinese, and Italian. Italian.
Italian. I like the iPhone, but the Italian.
Mm-hmm.
There's like this restaurant,
dude. When
I've seen in my area, like driving. It's called So Delicious, but they don't promote their restaurant name. They promote like 50% off sushi. So it's like their sign literally is just 50% off sushi, and then at the bottom it says So Delicious. so it's like, yo, you trying to go to the 50% off sushi to eat lunch or what? Come on, bro.
Gosh, I still need to find a good sushi place around here. Like, or when we move, like, find a good sushi place around there. I really want sushi. I am on that sushi crave right now. I need it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like sushi that much, huh?
I really love sushi.
So, what are we at now? Officially 19 days till Rise comes out?
Oh my gosh. When this comes out, it's going to be, what, 16, 17 days?
Oh, 17 days? Whoa.
Yeah, when this comes out. Because
we
record
these
on Sundays.
Yeah. I thought you said right now. I was like, oh.
So this is going up on Tuesday.
No.
But.
My goodness.
Trying to get any games that I want to play out of the way now.
Yeah, what have you guys been playing to kind of fill that void?
You want to go, Faye?
Sure. Dude, I've been playing all kinds of stuff. I've been really branching out and going out of my comfort zone. And, like, I played Devil May Cry 5. Never played I don't know if I've already talked about this on the podcast or not, so sorry if this is redundant, but dude, that game is, oh my god.
So it's so over the top and it's so good, right?
I can't even just think, like, just thinking about it just makes me happy. It was awesome. I loved it. So Devil May Cry 5, I played Shadow of the Colossus, the remake.
I saw you tweet about that. You had a fun time with it?
Yeah, that's a good game. That's probably one of the best games ever made, I think, and it definitely inspired a lot of games. So it was kind of eye-opening playing it and thinking like, oh wow, this game stole this from this game, because obviously Shadow of the Colossus is an old game, and it was like the first of its kind. It was very revolutionary, so that was pretty interesting to see.
Nice.
What else did I play? Still playing Monster Hunter 3U.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing this new game called Spirit of the North, and there's no dialogue, there's no, like, very few cinematics. It's just like you're this little fox and you are just solving these puzzles throughout this very mysterious and spiritual land that's supposed to be based off of, I believe, Iceland.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Iceland.
It sounds awesome.
It's beautiful. Like, the music is just so, like, cinematic.
I love that.
Beautiful, and, like, you just kind of, like, piece together the story as this little fox, and you, like, see these magical monk, or I think they're monks. They're like these corpses that you find scattered throughout the land, and you bring them their staff that they lost, and then you, like, restore their spirit, and you get, like, skins for your fox that you can change. I don't really know. I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know what the fuck the game is about, but it's great. I'm loving it.
That is amazing.
So I'm playing that, and and then just doing body painting.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that. You've been really blowing up in that. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm really proud of you.
It's definitely, like, giving me a lot of drive. Like, it's really driving me to make content, and I feel like I'm really proud of it. And I'm proud of what I'm doing, and it feels really good to be proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it feels good to be, it feels good to feel rewarding when I'm making streams.
100%.
Yeah, and it looks like you've had a very positive reception too. Like, your community is very supportive of it, and then it's brought in a lot of new people,
which is
too.
not.
But
honestly, yeah, like, I wasn't really expecting. To be honest with you guys, I was kind of expecting to lose a lot of support if I started doing it, because you know people can be weird about women doing art with their bodies. So I was kind of expecting to lose a lot of like I thought people were going to lose respect for me, you know, for whatever reason, but honestly it's been like 99.9% positive and supportive feedback from like any community that I've like found like a home in on Twitch. So it's been really cool.
I'm glad.
And shout out to my mods for being like just on that, you know, every time I do a body paint, my mods are like there and they're like, okay, this is what's, you know, tolerated, this is what's not, and they just make it smooth, man.
I'm glad.
Shout out.
I haven't noticed anything in the chats like that. Like I've always like for especially body painting streams, like you said, like if I were in your shoes, that would be like my biggest fear as well, seeing that. Yeah,
because I've been really inspired by seeing other streamers that I follow that do this, and they've been doing it for years and they're just so good at it. But I see their chat and I see what people say, like every 30 seconds there's always someone, you know,
it's disgusting,
put a shirt on, you know, this and that, and it's like, this is what, you know, if I continue to do this, I'm gonna need to prepare myself for these kind of comments. So, you know, it's kind of inspiring to see how they handle it. So now I kind of have like a game plan for when that kind of thing happens. Yeah. Kaching tomorrow. I'm painting Kaching tomorrow. I'm really excited. I dyed my hair purple for her.
I love Kaching. That's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Oh my goodness.
I'm so stoked.
There's a game, if you're really like that Fox game that you played, I would highly recommend Gris. GRIS.
Yeah, the soundtrack to that game is unreal.
It is
GRIS?
Yeah, GRIS. It's about like a 2 to 3 hour long game, playing through it. Okay. It's beautiful. Like I would absolutely recommend playing through it in like one sitting, because it's like,
dude, hell yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks.
It's definitely one of those like you guess the story kind of playthroughs. And
yeah, sometimes less is more with those kind of games. That they just want you to unravel everything and just enjoy the art direction.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say anything about the game. I want you to experience it. It's so beautiful.
Yay. Cool. I've never heard of it, so I'll check it out.
How about you, Phil? What you been up to?
Hell yeah.
Challenging myself mostly. Like I've been playing a lot, doing a lot of things where I haven't done before that I've always wanted to do. Like Dark Souls, I've always wanted to beat a Soulsborne type game, so I've been playing through that. I'm on DLC 2 now, mid-year, so that's exciting.
Good for you.
And then I've also been playing Pokemon. So I've been doing a Nuzlocke run where it's just like if all your Pokemon die in your party, you're done. You can't continue. You have to restart with a new one. And I'm also doing something funny with it where it's just like all your encounters are randomized. So it could be, you could run into like a legendary in your first patch of grass or something. And they've also evolved into random mons.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I think you mentioned that before. Like they evolve into random Pokemon.
Yeah, so I could literally have a Caterpie evolve into. Yeah,
that's funny.
It's just something fun to try out, and then I always name the Pokemon after the chat, so it's always fun.
You gotta do that.
And they're just like, "Don't let me die," and I'm like, "I'll try not to."
Don't let me evolve into something stupid, please.
And
dude, I feel like you gotta love Pokemon to do that. You gotta really love it.
I absolutely love Pokemon, but I also been doing new things with the streams as well lately. I've been doing just chatting in the beginning for like an hour and a half ish.
How's that working out?
I'm enjoying it. Like it's gonna take a while for like I imagine my audience to get used to, but it's nice to have just like a segment of just you and your chat and just kind of like talking. And I feel like, especially with Dark Souls, like sometimes I just go right into it, and I feel like because you're focused on the boss and it's kind of hard to like communicate with chat, so I just like having that segment to just talk with your chat before you get into something that requires a lot of focus.
100%. And then that way you as the streamer, you don't have to feel like you have to be entertaining right away on your stream. Like you don't have to sit here, click go live and do that, right? I gotta be entertaining. You can actually just sit here and be calm and talk to your people, and then when you're ready to game, you game.
It's been so nice. I love it. It's so great. Just talking about different things.
Good. I'm glad you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this, like, we've all kind of been going out of our comfort zones so far this year, and I think that was actually, I think it was Phil's resolution, maybe yours too, Brian. I don't remember, but I remember us talking about resolutions. But we've been sticking to our resolutions pretty good so far, and I've never really done that before. I've never made New Year's resolutions and stuck to them. This is the first year I've ever done that.
Yeah,
That's
I made
awesome.
a really cringy Instagram post saying, "Hey, I'm live."
Do it. It's cringy, but I feel like once you get used
Yeah.
to doing it, it'll work out.
I did it too.
I gotta start doing that. Did you?
Yeah, I did one too, but like I think I need to do them more. Not like an like official post, probably just like an Instagram story
Yeah.
thing. But
I'm just gonna find dumb stuff
think
to
I'll
do.
ever do
like,
that.
Maybe I'll cut celery and
Mhm.
say, "Hey, I'll be live in like 10
I'm
minutes."
live.
But yo, I get what
too,
you're
like-
saying with the just chatting, Phil. So like, I guess
Mhm.
for me, what I've been doing new to my streams. So one, I've been streaming again, which is kind of cool. Like I've streamed about 3 or 4
Yeah.
times a week. I don't really have a set schedule. Mostly just one thing I've really found is I like streaming earlier in the day. So weekends
Mhm.
are kind of when
Okay.
I start stream really, really early. But lately, I don't even have like I have an idea of a game I'm gonna be playing, but I've just been going live and like for one of the streams, I was just chatting for like 4 hours, and then we were just like
That's
messing
awesome.
around. It was just like nice to like live in that moment, right? Like one thing I've been
Mhm.
really struggling with is just appreciating, the small things and just really appreciating that moment. So, it's just like you talk to people that haven't been around in a while, and it's just like I just really treasure those moments, right? Because who knows?
I know what you mean.
Maybe I never see them again. So you gotta really appreciate that time. But it's been fun.
Yeah,
It's been
of
fun just
course.
being in
That's a
a
good
just
point.
chatting stream for like 4 hours. And then one thing I started doing was community goals. So there's like that Twitch integration within like your channel points, so you could be like lower the
Oh, yeah.
price of a crab dance, because people love when I do my stupid crab dance, but it's too expensive. So I said, fine, if everyone can chip in like 300,000 points by the end of the month, I'll lower it to like 25,000. So it gets people
Oh.
excited, and it's like,
That's
That's
smart.
awesome.
yeah. So there's just things like that.
I like that. Community incentives. Yeah. I like that.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think I talked about this a
Yeah.
little bit earlier too, but I've been able to stream more, which is really nice. Because it's something I really enjoy doing, and I've realized that I don't enjoy editing as much
Okay.
for myself, and just being able to have other people work on that and like trust your vision kind of thing. And like especially like with the podcast, we now have an editor. I don't think we talked about this before.
No, but let's talk about it now.
Yeah, it was his name is what's his name? My goodness.
Selig. Selig does our
Selig
podcast
does
edits
the
now.
funniest
Selig also,
edits, by the
Selig
way.
is a moderator for me.
He did
yeah.
he did one of
He,
you, Faye, where you were talking in your mafia voice, and he like cropped you into like you were just like in a dark room, and you were just talking like you were the Godfather, dude. Best ever.
I think
That's funny.
Alex.
Oh,
actually
was it
made
Alex that made
I
that
was,
one?
Doing
Oh,
that was a
nice.
long time ago. I was doing Don Corleone, which is the Godfather, and I got into character, and I was. Have you guys even seen The Godfather? For fuck's sake, do you know who Don Corleone is? Don Corleone, The Godfather.
I don't think Phil's seen. You haven't seen that movie, Phil? No. That's okay.
No, I haven't.
It's an older.
My friends are
it's an
like
older
so on top of me
an
with
older
it.
flick to get into. It's
It's the story of
Mhm.
my people. Okay. It's the story of my people.
I'll
But
watch
that
it.
was Alex. Alex made that. But Selig is editing our podcast. Selig edits some of my YouTube videos, and I've known him for years, and he's a moderator for me, and he's a good person, and he's learning. He's just kind of learning how to edit because he's actually like always enjoyed editing. So he's, you know, just kind of one day was like, I'm just gonna start doing it and teach myself how to do it. And he was like, can I edit your YouTube videos for you? And I was like, yes. I'm like, I can't pay you, but you can do it for fun. And he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it for fun. So
that is so nice. Yeah, I was like really, I was really happily surprised when you mentioned it's like, yeah, Sally really wants to edit the podcast, and I'm just like, yes. It meant a lot, and like it gave me a lot of free time to be able to work on other things I've been always wanted to work on. Like I'm getting more into voice acting, which is really nice, and just being able to work on other different projects that I kind of just put on hold. It's just really nice.
Yeah, so shout out to Selig. Thanks for that.
Really appreciate it.
Are you gonna pursue voice acting? Like, is that something that you'd like to one day like do like full time?
Oh, 100%. I think that'd be great. I definitely do want to do that. Like with also content creation and that, like, kind of have both of them there, and I really want to.
Okay.
I definitely want to. It's like I've been talking with like my voice acting teacher about that, and he's just like, he's been showing me like the different things to get into, different websites to look at, and there's a lot to get into. It's fun. It's definitely exciting.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Maybe
I hope it goes well.
Hear you on the next.
Yeah, I'm 100% behind you, Phil. I'll be in support of you. Even if the anime is hot trash, I'll be like, hey, this is the guy.
Even if it's hentai, all right.
that voiced it.
We'll be there.
On my Twitter profile, I'll be like, first friend of SkojSkull.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
What?
Okay, for our listeners who are not watching, I'd like you all to know that SkojSkull's face is the color of a very ripe raspberry. It's
Am I turning red? Oh no.
Yeah.
It always happens. I don't know. Shut up.
Dude, so I've been doing community anime nights, and dude, we're cruising through Attack on Titan.
How
we
far
just
are
started
you?
season 3, and let me tell you, I still don't know why I'm watching it, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. I better get some answers soon. Season 3 better be full of answers, or I'm gonna throw in the towel halfway through.
Answers are coming.
It's a great show. It's intense, it's disturbing, it's got great character development, but like, dude, every episode I'm like, what the fuck are they doing this for? What does this person mean? Why are they saying this? Why are there 20 inner monologues? I'd really like to have some answers. So I'm giving it one more season, and I better start getting some answers.
If not,
I want to know.
I can help you with those answers.
Okay. All right. I want to know the origin of the fucking Titans. Okay. I want to know, why are they there? I want to know, like, why there's a monkey one. Like, I just want to know everything.
You're gonna have your answers
like,
soon.
ASAP.
That's gonna be all answers.
So exciting.
I'm really antsy about it.
Know someone that doesn't know all those answers, but we know, right, Phil? Like, girl, you are.
You guys know? Okay.
Your brain's about to blow up. It's gonna be wild.
Every time they show the beast guy, like, everyone would type in Discord, return to monkey. I'm like, what the fuck is with that meme, dude? Everyone would fucking type that.
I don't even know. Oh my goodness. It's too funny. I love that show. It's so good. It's so
we're
good.
Getting through it. I really like the music. The music is amazing. Like the opening and closing.
Oh yeah.
It's really good.
Even though the closing is like, every time the credits roll, we're like, this is so weird. This music is so weird. What is this show, man? What the fuck is this show?
All I'm gonna say is there.
I'm dying.
I don't know if I should say it or not.
Don't do it. Let her.
Do you watch through the credits?
Yeah, we watch the credits.
Oh, okay. That's all I need to say.
Okay. I mean, just the music and all the weird shit that they're showing, I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
It
just gives me like, ugh, weird.
I love it so much. Oh my goodness. And then
yeah, I'm ready. We're ready. We're going ham. We'll probably watch like maybe 4 episodes or something next week, and I'll get back to you and I'll let you know. We should do like every
just
podcast.
Just an update on your show.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So season 3. And
so I was gonna ask about that. So one thing we should talk about is what, outside of streaming on Twitch, what are some things that you can do to interact with your community, right? So you've mentioned you do a Discord community night, or we've talked about Discord. Like we each have our own Discord server,
alone.
right? So
yeah.
How do you guys approach your community? How do you guys communicate? How do you guys do things together that you do outside of streaming on Twitch?
This is a dope topic. Who wants to go?
Do you want to go, Faye? I mean, you already kind of started.
I'll go.
I love how relaxed you are, by the way.
Visuals.
Like you've been doing this. I do this a lot.
I've been doing the YMCA.
Yeah.
Do you? This is like the anime thing where
I sit with my leg up a
guys
lot.
are relaxed.
Is that how you get cozy, Phil?
Me?
Yeah. Like you sit,
Yeah, I sit with
Let's
my
all
leg
get
up.
really
you do this.
I usually sit with my leg up, or I just like, if I'm in call with someone, I kind of just do this and just kind of talk with them.
I
like
put my legs up on my desk.
You're wearing shorts, dude. The sun is out and it's all of a sudden time for shorts. Okay, so now we're nice and comfy.
I'm trying to be comfortable.
Brian,
You want me to wear?
wait.
Wear sweatpants in the house?
I wear
need to give
sweatpants
our.
all the time, even at work. It's so nice.
I need to interrupt you guys because I need to inform our audio listeners that aren't watching. We all just assumed comfy position, and Brian is wearing shorts, and he's putting his feet up, and his knee is showing. So if you like to see, just check the video.
If you like to see Brian's knees, he has a knee reveal. Just
knee reveal.
Knee reveal. Oh, look at that knee. That's a doll. That leg. Look at that.
Knee reveal.
Look at that.
Nice. Okay, so about community interaction. Community interaction.
Mm-hmm. Drinking that coffee.
So, Discord is probably my favorite way to interact. I think anyone that, is a streamer, you need a Discord server. Maybe you don't need it, but it's... I was trying to ignore it.
He's just got up with like a worried face. You okay?
What are you doing?
Well, you guys are saying my name, so I'm listening. That's why I don't have headphones, so I can like fix my chair. But
oh, so you can move around.
My heated blanket got wrapped around my chair, and I'm stuck.
Oh no!
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I stole from Brian is I say that on my stream sometimes, but like everyone knows it's a tribute to you. So like, I didn't copyright that. That's just like me imitating you. You know what I mean? So Discord is important for your community interaction. That's a fun way to interact with people. I like to use like Twitter and stuff to kind of talk to my community too. I feel like it's a really good way to just share a little bit about your life, post some pictures, post when you're going live. I don't know. I like to use Twitter sometimes, despite how toxic it can be, like 98% of the time.
I mean, I think
but a lot of my community is on there, so I'd like to be where they are.
Yeah, I think it also really depends on who you're following too.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I forget to just block or mute. Muting is good. We need to remember to mute. But yeah, what do you think, Phil? What do you think about community interaction? What do you do?
I use Discord a lot. I used to, before I got busier, I used to do a lot of like hunts off stream too. Like I would play Monster Hunter in Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also movie nights. We do a lot of movie nights and watch anime. Right now we're watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, what nights?
What nights? We don't have specific nights. Like it's either if
that's
we don't
fine.
have an idea for a movie, it's usually Full Metal Alchemist.
Maybe I'll come by and watch because I haven't finished that.
It's good. And
It's a good
then
show.
Twitter is definitely one of my favorites as well. Like recently I love asking questions, like random silly questions. And the interaction with that. Huh?
You should.
What?
You should put on the thumbnail for the podcast. Brian looking up at the camera when he goes down to fix his blanket.
I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
That is one of the as his little thumbnail picture.
He's like.
Yeah. That was good.
Shut up.
Also, I noticed. It's we gotta tease you a little bit too. I've noticed like every podcast has been a tease on me. And someone mentioned that. It's like I love how there's always a segment of like teasing Phil.
Try and roast me.
Yeah, there is.
Try it. I dare you.
Let's roast Brian right now. Let's roast him. Brian?
Say it, Faye.
You I don't know, I'm not like a witty comedian. I can't roast someone on the spot.
I can't roast someone either. I can't do that. Oh my goodness.
We'll get you next time, dude.
One day.
Boom, roasted.
We'll get you.
Boom, roasted.
I'm gonna get you.
Hey, if you guys want to roast Brian in the comments, but then say something really nice
How about if we do a special stream one day where I dress up real nice and you guys roast me. You get the whole community together. Everyone gets in line. I sit there and I just sit there and get roasted. And I cry
That would be
inside.
so funny. Just grab like a lot of streamer friends
I'll
and
wear
just
a
like get in call
turtleneck
or
for
something.
the next
or...
week. A black turtleneck. And I'll just be real sad after you guys hurt me.
It sounds funny, but I mean, this is a good idea. This like we could all roast each other. How about that?
That'd be
We'll all
great.
be in on it. It's a group roasting.
A group roast.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be interesting for sure.
I guess like for me,
So-
in terms of community engagement, I kind of do the same thing. I'm really bad though when it comes to like movie or anime nights. Sometimes I just don't want to be around. So then like it's never consistent.
I get
But
it.
like for the whole month of
Yeah.
October, like as a community, we only do horror. So we play like only scary games.
Oh yeah.
And then I have like people from my community like give me games
That's so fun.
to like suggestions
Yep.
or like I've been gifted a couple games to play, right?
Right.
And I just like play scary themed games, but like I guess in a way it's just trying to get your community to collectively work together to get something accomplished, whether it's like do something to make the streamer's job harder but funnier, right? Like make me not play a game or make me play a scary game.
Yeah, I
You
know
know?
what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
So-
cool. Yeah, we do something similar. in
Yeah, there's,
October. Scary
like,
movies.
I
and
just
stuff.
started doing
Seasonal
a
things.
like a community reward thing that you can do with your channel points
Mhm.
on Twitch, and like people really enjoy it when I do like a food tier list review. So like I did raw vegetables, so I
Okay.
ate like a raw garlic and a raw potato, because we all know like carrots and celery are probably the best raw vegetable, but I gotta really test them all
Totally.
to confirm. So I ate like an eggplant raw.
Ooh, is
I
that-
ate a habanero
Was it
raw. I mean, it was. I think carrots and celery are still top tier. You guys don't need to test
They're,
it,
they're
Yeah.
still good.
but like there's stuff like that,
It's
you
been
know.
confirmed. Yeah.
Or like Phil, you've done a
That's a great
subathon
idea.
recently, so
Yeah.
that's like another way of community engagement, right? Like you planned a special event, and everyone got excited to show up?
I thought you meant we were talking about off stream. So, but yeah, definitely, for sure. That was. I think we talked about this last podcast. I'm not sure, but it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun, and like to kind of challenge, and just it was a lot of support. It was
more than you thought you'd get.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely, and
people really pulled through and just made it amazing.
Yeah, like I don't know, like it's. I feel you guys feel the same way, but like there's been times also where you could just get overwhelmed and then you just want to cry because it's just I don't know.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we just want to cry that there are people that come and like watch our stream. You know, there's like at least 5 people that show up every single time. It's like those 5 people are 5 human beings that are there every single time to support you.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That makes me want to cry.
Exactly. Like, and even receiving comments just like, hey, just like, thank you for streaming today. I've been having a rough time. And I'm just like,
yes.
I want to hug them. I'm just like, just come here.
Yeah.
My favorites are like,
holy shit.
The messages they send you, like directly through Discord. They're just like, there's like talking points that you maybe would have talked about on stream, but they just maybe didn't type it in chat, so they like message you afterwards. I've had someone recently do that, and it was just like so heartfelt that they like connected with me at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just cool.
You guys ever like miss something and then like remember it an hour after you finish streaming and then you just feel gutted? Like Joey Got Jokes donated a bunch of bits to me yesterday and I got rated at the same time, and I saw the bits, but then I acknowledged the raid and I never went back to that mental note to thank Joey. And like I remembered at the end of my stream I was like, dude, I never said thank you to Joey for those bits. And then I just like I feel terrible. And Joey is such a cool dude. He's probably like, it's sweet. Fine.
Oh my goodness.
You know, but it's like I can't believe I did that. Or maybe I think it was a raid, or maybe it may have been something else that distracted me. But like, I just always hope that people like Joey, like they know that like it's nothing personal. Mm-hmm. But I know that like if it was me, I might take that personally. I don't know. It kind of depends on the situation of the person. But like,
it's always heartbreaking.
I empathize, and then I put myself in their shoes, and then I feel terrible because I know how I would feel if it were me. And it's like, I'm just gutted, you know. I'm just fucking gutted, and I keep forgetting to message him and thank him for the bits. But do you guys ever have moments like that?
I have moments like that all the time. Like, you know, it used to be easier to read everybody's message and, you know, give a proper full-length response, but, you know, as things grow, you might not be able to catch up with people much. So sometimes you do miss it. Or like maybe your notifications don't work, you know, like you just have a technical difficulty, miss it. But on a side note, I just want to throw it out there. Joey is the sweetest dude ever. Anytime I'm on any stream and he's like resubbing, he leaves like a really lengthy,
just types a
heartfelt
paragraph.
Oh my
sub message about how amazing the streamer is. Like, thanks, Joey. You know, it's like he's got a way with words. He's good.
Really and he always has good conversation pieces too. Like anytime I'm having a conversation with people about Monster Hunter or whatever, he's just always got something, you know, something to say, which is cool.
I love the guy. It's always nice to see him. It's always like a smile whenever you see him.
Yep. 100%. Thanks, Joey.
So I actually figured out how he got his username, Joey Got Jokes. It's from a TV show called Full House with Bob Saget and the Mary-Kate Olsen twins.
Oh, Bob.
They have 2 uncles that live there too, and there's Uncle Joey, and he always does the cut it out thing with his jokes. So I always do that with Joey whenever he's on my stream.
That's cute.
It's fun.
That's real cute.
Yeah, there will always, like, in terms of chatting and like missing comments, that always gets me sometimes, because it's like the larger you grow, or even like if the chat is moving too fast, you're always gonna miss comments. Like it happens.
And like that's the thing, but I also like I don't know, even on slow days I miss stuff. Like even if, you know, it's not a hopping day where there's lots of activity and I've got a lot of energy and there's lots of conversation, I miss things. And like I don't know how I miss them. I'll go back and watch a VOD and I click on like a random portion of my stream and there's like 5 things in chat that I'm just not acknowledging. And I'm like literally yelling at myself, like, what is wrong with you? Look, it's right there. That person's saying hi and you don't even see it. Like, they're gonna think you're ignoring them. Like, I don't, like, hello, are you there? Like, I just don't know why. Does that happen to you
I'm gonna
guys?
throw a couple things out there, like two things. One, I think it's amazing that you acknowledge your work and you rewatch your videos. That's something I actually encourage a lot of people to do. Rewatch your broadcast and like find things that, you know, you can work on improving. Like, you know, for example, FaZe seems to feel like you don't respond to chat enough, or maybe there's small segments like that. But two, I don't think you should beat yourself up as hard as you're doing right now. Like I think you're being overcritical about it, because you really have to put yourself in a perspective where you're literally, maybe at that moment you were hunting a Fayetalis, right? Like, could you really read chat at that moment? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're beating yourself up too much. I know I couldn't, and I at least know when you do, like, you get in a moment where a moment is really tough in a game. Being a longtime viewer, I know you get really quiet because you're focused, but you let your chat know that. And I don't think you're thinking of those points too. So I think it's amazing that you acknowledge that you need to be better at that, but I think you're taking it the wrong way by beating yourself up about it, instead of like making maybe a little note that just says every 5 minutes, if you feel like there's nothing going on or any activity, just look at the chat, or like just talk about something completely random. You know what I mean? Like, really reinforce
Literally
that positive feedback. But it's great that you're watching your videos. I love that.
I do. I thank you. I definitely do. Do you guys do that?
I do.
Yeah, I every now and then pop in just to be like, is everything the way I want it, kind of thing.
Yep. How was my audio today? How was my quality? You know, how was my hair? I'm not gonna lie. Did I look cute today?
Yeah, that's real.
My hair looking really
I'm
shaggy
being totally
today,
serious.
Though.
Yep.
I'm going that. I don't know what's happened with my hair today.
Have you guys ever done
No,
this
you're
with
good.
streams? At least like when I was like growing as a channel, I used to get rated a lot, right? Like, there used to be a ton of people that I never met before that rated me. One thing I used to do, I used to write down every single person that rates me, and I still do it. After I'm done streaming, I go to each one of those individual channels, and I like listen to what they say about me before they rate me.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that.
Does anyone, if you guys are streamers that are watching, do you guys do the same? And is it weird, or is it an acceptable thing? What do you guys feel about that? I think that's a good thing to talk about.
I don't think it's weird. I don't think it's weird at all, because I mean, it's like, it's out there, it's public.
Yeah.
So.
I love getting rated. I love meeting new people. So it's like, yeah, I'll go back to their stream if I can remember. I'll go back, especially if it's someone I've never met before. You know, I've never heard of them. I'll go to their channel, see what they say, like see if they just like, oh, let's raid this random person. That's happened to me before. So a funny story about that too. There's a Legend of Zelda speedrunner streamer. His name is Linkus, and he has the highest like world record of Breath of the Wild, I think, and no, maybe Wind Waker. Either way, he just always streams Legend of Zelda speedruns. So I was doing my first playthrough of HD Wind Waker on stream, and the homie rated me, and he had like hundreds of viewers. So, and that was one of the coolest moments ever. So I went back and watched what he said, and he was really cool. Like, he had this, you know, his community is probably just a bunch of people that like to watch speedruns. So he made sure he prepped his chat. He was like, listen, this girl's playing the game for the first time. Everybody be cool. Like, this is not a speedrunner, you know, just be chill. And I fucking love that he did that, because he could have easily been like, oh, let's just raid this random
That's something
girl.
I need
See you guys tomorrow.
I need to learn.
Like, he prepped his chat.
I need to be better at that.
Well.
That's something.
It was just such a
of.
positive experience.
I think okay, so I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm gonna commit to it. I think if I am going to raid anybody, I'm gonna watch a little bit of their stream, and then encourage my chat about who they are.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm gonna be better about that. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So keep me accountable
same
on
thing.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing with me too, I guess. I don't know. I've been like, I guess more scared to raid random people.
Okay.
Every now and
It's
then.
scary.
It's just, it is scary because it's like you don't know what kind of content they make. You don't know if they're like really aggressive or if they're just, I don't know. It's.
But sometimes it you know, you might need to take the risk if you like to raid and you want to meet new people. Sometimes it's just a risk, you know. And that's kind of up to you at that point in time, and you know, whatever kind of day you're having. If you're having a really good day, community is being really cool, just risk it, you know. And if the streamer's toxic and is not grateful for your raid, then that person's gonna speak for themselves, and that's their loss, you know. But you might end up meeting somebody like so cool if it's someone you've never even seen before.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, there's like we've talked about this before, but there's definitely a lot of pros and cons too. Right, like there's the cons behind that.
Yeah,
but at the same time, there's like positive experiences. You know, I know how nice it is to receive a raid, right? Like that's such a generous thing for a person to even consider me. So it's like there's like a lot of positive sides to it too. But
makes me feel really good.
Yeah, the moment when you have a bad raid, or better yet, when you're dumb like me and you type in the wrong name and you just raid the wrong channel. I've done that a few times.
Oh no!
Or like I forget to raid and I just end my stream.
But...
Or even worse, I just leave my stream going on for like the next 4 hours. So like you just hear like some random stream in the background, and it's just like people calling me and messaging me, "Hey, you're still streaming? Please end the stream, please."
I've had a moment where I was streaming and then I ended stream and I don't know what happened. I might have accidentally clicked the stream button again, and
no.
I was watching a drama video.
Oh
thank God.
It was about like
drama videos.
It was just a random. I didn't even know who the drama channel was. It was just random like stuff about like Pokemon or something like that, but it happened a while ago. So I was watching it and somebody like my friend like was messaging him in Discord and he's like, he can't hear me. He can't hear me.
So fucking funny. Oh my God, Phil, I love you. That's amazing. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
So then he texted me. He's like, "Your stream's still going, by the way." I ended the stream, and I saw the messages that were just like, "What? Ew! What's going on? Why is it?"
Dude, were you mortified or were you just like, "Oh, it's whatever"?
I immediately deleted the VOD. I was so embarrassed.
Dude, but you know what? Don't be embarrassed, okay? Because I watch drama videos all the time. I love YouTube drama videos.
I love YouTube drama.
God.
Like it's just like every now and then, like sometimes I stop watching a lot sometimes because like sometimes it's too much, and you're just getting involved in drama where it's just like I don't care.
I started watching drama YouTube when that whole thing went down with, I don't know if you guys are going to be familiar with this, but when like Toddy Westbrook made that video about James Charles and like that. Do you guys know who I'm
talking about?
The whole
makeup drama is wild.
Yeah,
that YouTube makeup scene.
It just pulled me in and I was
you get the Shane Dawson side. Oh, it's
Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star. I'm in.
That's some
like,
good
I
drama.
watch all of that off stream.
I like watching those YouTube documentaries on it.
Listen, that's the tea.
Gosh, that is insane. There's a lot of silly drama too. There was like one post about game. There was like one video I watched that was about Game Grumps. They're like, they're not funny anymore, and I'm like, their commentary is kind of dry now, and I'm like, are you what?
Wow.
I'm like, that's not even like, that's just being negative towards them. That's not even like drama. That's
what drama of Pokemon were you watching? Was it with that whole thing about
dating someone?
Like Fed, when that whole, I felt so bad for her when that happened because it's like, dude, it's nobody's fucking business. It's nobody's fucking business.
The guy
she dates
made it public.
None of it.
And then it was just like, I
don't even want. Like Pokemon is whatever. She's Pokemon, you know. I don't watch her streams, but like that doesn't matter. She's a human being. She doesn't deserve to have all these people making these videos about who she's dated, calling her a slut, calling her, you know, horrible things for having like a flirty relationship with a guy at one point that was in her life. Like, dude, she's young. She's talking to guys. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Stop like slut shaming her and all that stuff. I just was like, this is like so horrible. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that.
Yeah. You talked about Pokimane, but I know, Faye, you shared in a group chat about a particular tweet, maybe not from Pokimane, but from a very big influencer to Twitch and just the streaming industry. Yeah. So what's this tweet about? And
let me pull it up. So I was scrolling Twitter last night and I saw a tweet from Valkyrae, whom I follow Pokimane, but I don't follow Valkyrae. Valkyrae doesn't really make content that I can relate to or find interesting, but I respect her as a person. She's very good at what she does. She's very successful, and I wish her all the best. Like, go get him, Tiger. So she tweeted something that just I instantly resonated with, because we talk about this all the time on our podcast, all the time, almost every episode. So this is what she said in the tweet. The endless grind and lack of balance of streaming / social media / gaming emotionally stunts and desensitizes us from basic human needs. We don't know the negative long-term effects of this lifestyle, since we're the first generation to do it for a living. Many are unhealthy, sad, and or numb. So I just wanted to touch on this because we have this discussion time and time again about how we need a safety net. We need a safety blanket for each other. We need to be there for each other because yes, this lifestyle is so taxing on us, and people don't really realize, people that are outside of it don't really realize what we go through. They think we just sit in front of a computer and play video games all day, and it's just so much more than that. And seeing someone as successful as Valkyrae acknowledging it really puts into perspective and kind of values like our emotions and everything we've been feeling for the past few months, like, you know, as a group of friends and a safety group of, you know, just like it was just almost refreshing in a way to see that, like, hey, look, someone who, you know, is so successful and does so great feels the same fucking emotions that we do. So what are you guys' thoughts on
these
that?
are real human emotions that we go through. These are real struggles, regardless if you're the smallest streamer out there or you're the most successful. And it doesn't, mental health or just being healthy, right? You can even go as far as, are you drinking enough water when you're streaming? Are you standing up and stretching? These are long-term effects that will impact you, especially because now you know, there's streaming can be considered a career for some people, right? So are you taking the proper precautions? Are you getting, like, dude, I am so upset. I went to the dentist on Tuesday and I got my first cavity in like the last 6 years. I think he's just trying to get some extra money out of me because we're living in COVID times. This bastard is trying to steal some money out of my pocket.
Dude.
Hi,
this is a cavity. There.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like, there's so many things to consider, especially like, I can't talk about this enough. If you are streaming quite a bit and maybe you're full-time streaming, please look at your earnings. Please, like, put money aside into saving. Think about the big picture, right? Like, really consider how valuable your time is. Save all your transactions. This is a business. You might be doing it for fun, but you don't want to get dinged at the end of the year if you have no money to pay for all these taxes that come out.
Yeah. I just want to interject because I feel like this is important to say too, because you guys talked about this a little bit on the podcast that I wasn't on because I wasn't feeling well, and I listened to it a little bit, but like, you don't have to view streaming as a business. Like, you don't have to view it like that. You can absolutely start streaming for fun. Like,
Definitely.
Then that's how you should start.
That's true.
You don't have to start thinking it's a business and get an editor like right away. You don't have to do that. Have fun with it. Do it because you want to. You don't have to make investments and just pump out content all the time. Like really just, okay, let me use an example. A member that's in my chat a lot, he's a moderator. He stops by your guys' chats too. His name is MH Flight. He's starting to stream. And he's just he started just for fun because we're playing 3U, Monster Hunter 3U, and he's like, I kind of want to stream for fun, just show my gameplay a little bit, have fun with it. I'm like, dude, that is the best fucking way to get into it. Like, you don't, and even if, streaming full time and making it a business is something that you would like to do, cool long-term goal. Don't start doing it right away thinking you're going to make money to pay your bills, because
it's not as glorious as it really looks. Like there's a lot behind it that, like, some people really are living paycheck to paycheck or really struggling. Like that it's such a scary industry to be in, because let's say, for example, your focus is on content like Monster Hunter related. What happens if Monster Hunter, the game, like Rise, just isn't what it's cut out to be? And now, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you've invested all this time into that. But no, I think you put in a very good perspective, because yes, we have talked about the business side behind streaming, but there's also, like for me, as of lately, I've been using streaming more as a therapeutic side of things. Like, I turned off my viewer count. I turned off any type of metric that I get involved with. I don't ever talk about numbers or anything. And I just use streaming as a way for me to just talk out how I'm feeling now while I'm playing a game. Like, just kind of how I originally started streaming. So like, don't feel pressure to have to feel that way. And there was actually a very good question or a comment that we've had on one of the videos, kind of talking about, when you start streaming, did you just start with regular PC hardware? Did you buy into streaming hardware? Yeah. And I think that's something we should talk about. Because for me,
let's do it.
I have a problem of always talking about, well, I can't stream until I have a good capture card, or I can't stream unless I have a good webcam or anything like that. Dude, literally, you can stream from your console. If you want to try it out, like, what's stopping you? Don't make up excuses. Just have fun. If you do strive to make something out of it, understand that there's risks there, just like any other type of career you go into, and it's not cut out for everybody. But don't put yourself in a situation where you invest so much money into it at the beginning where it might not pan out for you, or just understand that there's risks involved. But yeah, I think Faye, you put in a very good point and perspective that I don't think I have been talking about enough, right? Like, we always talk about the business side of things, but there's still that like, I do this as a hobby, or I just like to record gameplay of me beating a boss, and this is an easy way of doing it.
Some people don't have like someone to help them get started. No. Someone to teach them the ropes, someone to give them a couple raids every once in a while to give them a little boost. Like, most people don't have that when they get started. Like, I feel like you either start streaming because you see someone that makes a lot of money doing it and you want to do that too, or you start streaming because you want to show how you beat this one boss that one time and just kind of do it for fun. Like that, I started streaming because I was learning how to play a MOBA. Never played a MOBA before. I had a Twitch account. I was like, I'm going to start streaming and play this MOBA and see if anybody comes in and tells me what I'm supposed to do. Like, and I had no fucking idea people like Ninja existed, okay? Like, but like, I never wanted to be Ninja. Ninja level is like never my goal. That's never, what I want. Be cool, but like, that's not what I want to be. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different levels of comfort that you can achieve with streaming. You don't have to be like the next Pokemon. You don't have to be that. You just have to find what you want from streaming and just, start there maybe.
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to see my first gaming setup?
Yeah.
I'd love to.
It's really janky.
Dude, everybody's was jank.
Oh, 100%. I think this would be cool to show. So that was my first gaming setup. So I have...
Wow, look at that pop, what's it, pop filter?
Yeah.
It's as big as your face.
It's like so huge, but it was just like a lot of this...
Gamer at play. Hell yeah. That's a dope time.
This was an old video, like I hit like my 100 videos on my YouTube channel. I kind of showed how I made them. Like I have like an iPod there. I used that to record my face cam, and then I would just bring that footage into the computer, and like I used a laptop to kind of record everything.
Humble beginnings, bro. That's amazing.
That's real humble. Love it.
Yeah. And then now I'm that compared to where I'm at now, it's crazy. But like that,
I love that.
You could start anywhere. Literally, headphones. You have a mic right here. You can use that mic.
You don't even need a type, or you don't even need a top. You just want to have gameplay.
Exactly.
I have Kanta. All right, it's amazing how Kanta can beat a legendary dragon and type in the middle of a hunt.
Kanta's goals, dude.
Comfy 9.
Yeah, comfy.
He greets everybody. Like, we're out here feeling sad because we didn't acknowledge some bits that we got, and then Kanta's like no-hitting Fayetalis with the clutch claw, and he's like adding every single person that's coming in at the same time and acknowledging everyone.
That's crazy.
That's goals.
I don't even know if it's like 2 people working together or something like that. I swear it's 2 people.
Oh,
there has
maybe.
to be. There has to be. Like, what?
It's just that good, dude.
Like, you just literally hit the ecliptic meteor jump while writing out a paragraph, bro. Like, that's illegal. That's illegal.
That's illegal.
That's against the law.
That's so funny.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys have your first gaming setups? Maybe you can show them the next podcast.
Next time. Yeah.
I never took a picture of my setups, but I've always built computers, right? I've been building since I was like 12. So I've always had like a flashy RGB setup. But man, I like watching my old VODs, like how I used to try and green screen, or like my audio quality with my USB microphones, or it's like, you know, all these old clips. It's cute, right? It's like, dang, I've grown.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's so cool to see. Like, I definitely want to upgrade to the mic you have, Brian, right now. Like, upgrade to that mic, because I really love the quality and the sound of that mic. I don't know what it is, but
it's smooth.
Yeah.
But are there like any cringy you guys used to do with your mic or with your setups?
Oh God, dude. Okay, so
I'm already roast both of you guys. The way you guys have your OBS set up, that deserves a real roast. My God, that was a mess.
So when I first started streaming,
my gosh!
All right, I had this headset in black, and this is the Ariana Grande version because I'm an Arianator and I love her. But I was using this headset in black, and girl, I was using the microphone that came with it. You know you're a starter when you're using the headset mic, dude. Like, you know that's how you're starting out streaming, when you got your little headset, your little microphone coming out, like, hey everybody, welcome to my stream.
So,
that was me, dude. That was me.
I used to, like, when I was recording, I thought that mic on the picture, I thought it was absolute trash. But it turned out I was always using my laptop mic.
Oh.
So I always sounded far away. It always sounded like peaking like crazy.
That's why you gotta watch your VODs.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude. What the?
Oh, Phil, that's so
I love
silly.
it.
And you know, laptops like
That's
that
a great
suck.
story.
They're so bad with audio quality. Then when you listen to them, you're just like, oh man. Like, there's like those meme videos you usually watch when they're like yelling and the mic is just like beyond peaking. It's
Yes. That's so great.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't know if you want to end things here. We can probably save like
I think this is a good spot.
where we started for the next stream or next podcast.
I think that'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Just want to say we're excited for all the new Rise stuff that they're going to announce this week. We don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Yeah, and we could talk about that all in the next podcast too.
Yeah, we'll address everything, but we're excited for it. So let us know, because when you guys watch this podcast,
a lot of
the
stuff's already
community
happening.
thing will already be out. So yeah, thanks for listening today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If there's any guests that you would like us to talk to next week, let us know.
Bloom Boys, where you at?
Bloom Boys, stay safe, stay healthy.
Yes.
Thanks.
That point made me no more pointing, dude. Lose the twirl.
Thanks for clicking on this video, man. Thanks for clicking.
We watch you for the next podcast. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Brian. Bye, guy.
Huh?